The Cambridge Five is not just a story of betrayal. It is a universe of secrets and conspiracy theories that still fascinates both historians and fans of spy novels and covert operations. Questions about who the true mastermind behind this group was, why they were able to operate undetected for so long, and who was really pulling the strings remain unresolved. In this story, real facts intertwine with speculation, political manipulation, and even mystical theories. Conspiracy theories surrounding Kim Philby and the Cambridge Five. The question of how much influence Soviet espionage had within the UK's highest echelons remains highly debated, especially when considering certain elements that were later uncovered. The exposure of Philby and his defection to the Soviet Union became one of the biggest espionage scandals of the 20th century. However, many unclear details continue to fuel various conspiracy theories. Soviet influence in the UK. One of the most widely discussed theories is that the Cambridge Five were not a random occurrence, but part of a carefully planned operation to infiltrate key British institutions with Soviet agents. Researchers continue to question who authorized their recruitment at Cambridge. Many conspiracy theorists believe that there was an underground group within the British elite secretly supporting communist ideals, and that it was they who concealed the truth about the espionage. Conspiracy inside MI6. One of the most popular conspiracy theories suggests that within MI6, and possibly other British intelligence agencies, there existed an informal group that secretly protected Philby and the other members of the Cambridge Five. These agents might have acted to weaken Britain for strategic purposes, which could benefit the USSR in the long run. A more extreme theory is that Philby was not merely an agent, but was executing orders from this secret group, which could have been working in collaboration with the Soviet Union under a covert peace agreement. Why was Philby undetected for so long? Conspiracy theorists argue that Philby had not only the personal qualities to evade detection, but also the backing of high-ranking figures within British intelligence. Many suggest that the fact that he worked for MI6 for over 30 years without serious investigation points to a larger cover-up. Some theories even claim that British authorities deliberately turned a blind eye to his actions in order to preserve Britain's geopolitical position. The role of the USA in Roosevelt's shadow. An interesting aspect of the conspiracy is the role of the USA in the affair. Some theories suggest that Philby may not have only worked for the USSR, but also for parallel powers unrelated to the Soviet Union. This opens up another conspiracy: the possible involvement of the United States in shielding or even supporting Soviet agents, which ties into larger political events of the time, such as the Cold War and the global struggle for supremacy. The Soviet intelligence conspiracy. For conspiracy theorists, another intriguing point is whether Kim Philby was just an agent in the conventional sense, or if his role in Soviet intelligence was far more complex. One theory suggests that Philby might have been a double agent, playing an important role in manipulating not just the UK, but also Soviet intelligence itself. This theory is bolstered by his remarkable ability to remain invisible for so long, while other Soviet agents, like Yuri Shevchenko, were exposed much quicker. Dark connections with the royal family and the Blunt files. Some theorists believe that Anthony Blunt, an art historian who became one of the most influential spies within the royal family, played a role in this conspiracy. Blunt had personal connections with some of the highest circles of British society, and his exposure only fueled suspicions that the royal family might have been more involved in espionage activities than officially acknowledged. The files connected to his exposure remained classified for a long time, which has sparked multiple theories about a hidden spy network at the heart of British power. This leads to questions about what exactly the royal family knew about the activities of the Cambridge Five and why these details remained concealed for so long. Interrogations and hidden testimonies. Much of the activity of Philby and his associates remains hidden. Theories about unrevealed facts suggest that during official interrogations, no member of the Cambridge Five was entirely honest with the authorities. Investigations continued for decades, but the true codes, letters, and records of their business meetings remain out of reach for the general public. Only recently, with the opening of KGB archives, have new documents been discovered that confirm this network operated much longer than previously believed. Myths and legends about Philby, the mystery of his last day. A particularly intriguing aspect of Philby's story is his final day in the Soviet Union and his death in 1988, a mystery that remains unsolved. Rumors abound that he was found dead under strange circumstances, and the cause of his death is still classified. Some even suggest that his death was part of a larger conspiracy, possibly orchestrated by Soviet authorities to erase his true role in Western intelligence. Conclusion. The story of Kim Philby and the Cambridge Five continues to captivate people around the world. Many unexplored corners, myths, secrets, and conspiracy theories remain unresolved. What may seem like a simple tale of betrayal might in fact be part of a much larger spy game, one in which we have not yet seen all the players or understood all their motives.